Hello and welcome on the waves of Radio White Horse. I'm your host, Tanya St-Lawson, and these are stories from the land under the wave. Today, it's about search for peacefulness in praise of birds and tea. Enjoy. We have recently worked on a big book project that has taken over a year, 800 pages, big translation, loads of information and lots of formatting. Really complex job. And with that, I have been working with clients and writing a book, my own, and putting together workshops and courses. So it happens that there were times of stress and there were times of overwhelm. The brain was just too full and too tired. And although I do enjoy all of what I do, um, the body and the mind, the brain get tired and overwhelmed. And so I establish these moments of peace. I go downstairs to the kitchen and I put water in the kettle and I wait for it to boil and I wait to brew a perfect cup of tea. So, like smokers go out and have that perfect moment of peace while they're dragging on their cigarette, I have the same feeling with green tea, of which I have got large amounts. I have got a whole collection of beautiful Japanese, Korean, Chinese, and English tea. And so just stand there in the kitchen in front of a big window when I look out over the garden. It's green and semi-wild, and it's always peaceful. And there is a bird feeder that we installed, or my husband installed. He loves feeding the birdies. And so just stand there and listen to the water boiling, and I can smell the scent of tea, and I'm looking forward to my cup of tea and the peaceful moment. And I'm having another peaceful moment just looking over the garden and watching the birdies feed. And the bird feeder is always so busy. There are little tiny birdies that just look like jewels. And they are green and blue and yellow. And then there are little brown jobbies, as they are called here in England, LBJs. They are usually sparrows. And this bird feeder just has the power to take me back to my childhood, to the moments that were peaceful. Like when you hear the sparrows calling out to each other, just the chirping of them, it raises my heart, it raises my mood, it makes me um, experience this deep sense of well-being, that everything is well with the world. And I forget about all the things that I have to do and I should do, and the things that are maybe not working well at the moment, and the things that, even the things that are working well, but it's just too many of them. And so I'm just there with the nature and with the little birdies. And then we have got these plum wood pigeons. They are awesome. They just waddle around like ducks from one feet to another, and they are beautifully plump. And I just love them because I have a friend that says when she looks at the wood pigeons, she sees a flying meat pie. She's a foodie, and she loves her food. And when I look at them, I just have to smile because I just see these cute, really inquisitive birds. What happens with these wood pigeons when I practice my martial arts, my kung fu or gong fu, as they say in China? I always have this sense of that I'm being watched. And then I look up, and inevitably there will be one or two of the wood pigeons sitting on a branch or on a roof watching me, but really watching me with inquisitiveness. They just look like they want to know what the hell this human is doing. And they walk to one side and then walk to the other side, and then they just turn their heads to one side and to the other side. And they are really watching intently. And I call them my Kung Fu pigeon or Kung Fu pigeon. So someone has Kung Fu panda and I have Kung Fu pigeons. And I always just imagine that they fly away around the corner and then they are trying out all the moves. And so, every time I just look at these wood pigeons, I just have this smile on my face. And when I hear the little sparrow chirping, I just feel the well-being, that carefreeness that I felt occasionally when I was a kid. And then I make my cup of tea and I take the first sip and the second sip from a lovely little cup. And the warm water and the really beautiful taste of the tea is just slowly trickling through my body, and it's trickling the sense of well-being and warmth and calmness. And yeah, those are moments that it's just the time stops and there's just this space of well-being and peacefulness, contentment, and all is well with the world. So I just love to think that no matter what's going on during the day, I always have, these moments that I can take. There is always a 3 minute or 5 minute at least of space that I can go into this world of peace or peacefulness, well-being, and calm. So I wish us all to have these 3 to 5 minute moments of peacefulness and well-being throughout the day, however they may look like in the form, in the outside form, but in the inner quality. May those be the blessed times for all of us during busy, hectic days.